YouTube, this is KG Live bringing you some music news about the passing of Jimmy Buffett, who passed away early September 1st at the age of 76. What is the legacy of Jimmy Buffett? Well, I'll tell you what Jimmy Buffett means to me. He was a man of the people, a man who became an American man who became a tremendous success, but he never forgot the common American. And in a world where in a music world where musicians are uh, upcharging their tickets, in a world of inflation, to where, just recently with the Taylor Swift um, concert, the tour that she went on, where people were paying thousands of dollars to go see Taylor Swift. About a year and a half ago, I was lucky enough to be able to go see Jimmy Buffett, and his tickets. I got a ticket for $9. And he put on a 2-hour concert, and um, you won't ever see that for Taylor Swift, for Travis Scott, all of these modern younger musicians. Um, but Jimmy Buffett, you saw that for Jimmy Buffett because yes, his tickets weren't as he wasn't a popular currently as Taylor Swift or Travis Scott, but yet he was a man of the people, and the low prices of his tickets, he was able to pack out arenas with his devoted music fans, known as the Parrotheads, and he would put on great concerts, and he created these funny, humorous, uh, you know, uh, country, soft rock, Caribbean, beach rock vibe music that he developed his own uh, genre of music, really, where he perfected it and really inspired an entire generation of singer-songwriters. Without Jimmy Buffett, if Jimmy Buffett had never existed, there probably would have never been, an Adam Sandler with, Piece of Shit Car, or, Blake Shelton, or Kenny Chesney, or Zach Brown Band. I mean, they all were branches, offshoots of Jimmy Buffett. And he was an original, um, so influential, one of the most influential singer-songwriters of the 20th century, just a genuine good dude, and people gravitated toward him. You don't have devoted fans as much as Jimmy Buffett, like Jimmy Buffett had, 20, 30 years after your last big hit. I mean, he kept releasing albums, but they weren't making number one, but he kept releasing albums. His devoted fans kept following him around, similar to like Deadheads, for the Grateful Dead. I mean, Jimmy Buffett had devoted fans that would travel around the country or the world to see him perform, just because they loved him so much, and they loved his music, and they loved what it represented, a good beach vibe, happy beach vibe. And there's not too many modern musicians. In fact, I'm not going to say that there's none, because there's people who have taken his music. Jimmy Buffett's music will live on, and people have taken his vibe and tried to bottle it like Kenny Chesney, or emulate it like Kenny Chesney, Blake Shelton, Zach Brown Band, and even Adam Sandler. Um, but Jimmy Buffett was really a one of a kind, and his passing saddens me. And I'm very lucky and grateful that I was able to get to see him in concert. Put on an incredible concert, over 2 hours long, and the ticket that I had wasn't even a nosebleed ticket, and it was only like $9, $10 after tax. Um, it, it's just a testament to him and his personality. And throughout his concert, he had this gigantic screen of him on his boat and just video of the water that he would record. He had a camera attached to his boat, and it was just him on the open seas. And that was just a video of him like live streaming him on his boat and just the cool water, with his music playing, and him playing Cheeseburger in Paradise and Margaritaville and many others. It was really a great concert, and he put on a great show. And like I said, you won't see modern popular musicians doing that today. And hopefully modern musicians can learn from Jimmy Buffett. Not just his business savvy, because he was an incredible smart businessman, a graduate of Southern Miss, I believe. He's an educated man, and he was able to capitalize on his soft beach rock vibe to create the Margaritaville restaurants. He also created Land Shark beer. That was created by him as well. Very successful man, but partly it's because his success came because people loved him, and he was a genuine good dude, and people respected him and admired him. They wanted to be around him. They wanted to listen to his music. You don't inspire a generation of musicians like Jimmy Buffett did without being a good person. And I hope this is, I hope there's more musicians out there that can learn from Jimmy, not just not just about his music, but also his personality. That even though he became a billionaire, that he put on a show, he put on a vibe where he didn't forget the common man, because he was a small town American that became a billionaire. Really, Jimmy Buffett is the American dream. But him becoming a humongous financial success, he still had the common man personality, which is one of the reasons why the common American loved him so much. And it's why he's leading the Google Trends search right now with over 5 million Google searches for Jimmy Buffett, because he is one of the most beloved singer-songwriters of the 20th century. Up there with Bob Dylan, Rolling Stones or what have you. Not too many musicians currently or decades old have had and created the success that Jimmy Buffett has garnered and kept over the decades. And it's a testament to his legacy, to him as a person. I read an article that Paul McCartney came and played the guitar for him a couple days before his passing. And in that, he was so beloved by other musicians that, Paul McCartney, him and Ringo, one of the last members of the Beatles, he came and gave him played the guitar for him, sent him off, and it's emotional. So just we loved you, Jimmy, and it's just we're not promised tomorrow, and to just love this life, and to take each day special, And if there wasn't a Jimmy Buffett, there wouldn't be a whole generation of other musicians. And you know, I'm not asking musicians out there to try to be Jimmy Buffett, because no one can be Jimmy Buffett, but they can carry his vibe and his music, and people be playing his music for generations to come. He was a one of a kind, and I'm grateful that I was able to see him live. And his legacy, he's going to be like similar. He's not going to be Elvis in the sense that his vibe is different than Elvis, but I think his music is going to carry on for generations because he had a unique niche, a unique vibe that people loved, and that his character and personality were so captivating. The Parrotheads, you don't create you don't have a band of followers or fanatics like the Parrotheads without being good and influential and successful. And I can't think of really anyone that has that. Yeah, I mean, maybe Taylor Swift, has a devout following like Jimmy Buffett, but you won't see her tickets at $9. You know, Jimmy Buffett was a man of the common American. He became a billionaire, but he didn't forget where he came from, and he didn't let success change who he was. Jimmy Buffett remained true to the hippie, laid back, soft rock, beach vibe, just chilling and hanging out and having a good time. He kept that. He stayed true to himself of who he was. And even though he evolved as a businessman, but as far as his music goes and what he was about, it was all about having fun, enjoying good music, being nice and friendly with each other. You never see a murderous stampede at a Jimmy Buffett concert like you would at a Travis Scott concert. It was just like his music had a peaceful, loving vibe to it, to where everybody there was just having a good time, and being kind and polite and having fun and respecting one another, and just being happy. He was a one of a kind, and he will be missed, but his legacy will live on, and that we can all be grateful for. All right, thank you, YouTube. Please don't forget, if you made it this far, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. Thanks. Bye.